We are all set to witness a rare occurrence in just a few days' time, a hybrid solar eclipse on 20th of this month. This is the first solar eclipse of the year and a once-in-a-decade event. So what is the buzz all about and why are we so excited? An eclipse occurs when a moon or planet moves into the shadow of another heavenly body. So specifically in the case of a solar eclipse, the moon passes between the sun and earth, creating an optical illusion like this. While in the case of a lunar eclipse, moon moves into the earth's shadow and it creates an illusion like this where the moon is darkened. But remember, a lunar eclipse can occur only when the moon is full. Now coming back to the solar eclipse, they can be of multiple kinds. Let us understand them one by one. Total solar eclipse. A total solar eclipse happens when the moon completely covers the face of the sun. To see it, you have to be somewhere within this narrow path of totality. Every 18 months or so, somewhere in the world, a total solar eclipse takes place. Typically, this path across the globe is around 15,000 km long, but only about 150 km wide. Partial solar eclipse. This happens when the sun, moon and earth are not exactly aligned. The sun appears to have a dark shadow on a smaller part of its surface. Whether one witnesses a total or a partial solar eclipse depends upon the type of shadow cast by the moon on the earth. During a solar eclipse, the moon casts two shadows on the earth, the umbra and the penumbra. The umbra. This shadow gets smaller as it reaches the earth. It is the dark center of the moon's shadow. People standing in the umbra will see a total eclipse. The penumbra. The penumbra gets larger as it reaches earth. People standing in the penumbra will see a partial eclipse. Annular solar eclipse. An annular solar eclipse happens when the moon passes between the sun and the earth, but when it is at or near its farthest point from earth. Because the moon is farther away from the earth, it appears smaller than the sun and does not completely cover the sun. As a result, the moon appears as a dark disk on top of a larger bright disk, creating what looks like a ring around the moon. The next annular eclipse is expected to be viewed in the US on October 14th, 2023. Hybrid solar eclipse. A hybrid solar eclipse involves all three areas of the moon's shadow, the umbra, penumbra and the antumbra, and then combines all three types of solar eclipses. The hybrid solar eclipse occurs when Earth travels through the area where the moon's umbra meets its antumbra, a half shadow that begins where the umbra ends. Hybrid eclipses happen due to the fact that Earth is curved and the moon's shadow has different regions, particularly a darker central region known as the umbra and a lighter outer region, the penumbra. Hybrid eclipses occur when the moon is as far away from Earth as it can be in its elliptical orbit, while still having the umbra meet the surface of our planet. Across the planet, however, solar eclipses are more frequent than lunar ones. For example, total and annular eclipses occur every 5 or 6 months. Lunar eclipses, by contrast, happen about once per year at any given location on the planet. Nevertheless, since solar eclipses can be seen from only a very limited region of Earth at a time, and lunar eclipses can be seen by an entire hemisphere, solar eclipses may seem less frequent. There are usually many myths surrounding solar eclipses. Eclipses are usually associated with danger and destruction. But in reality, solar eclipses are dangerous only if you do not view them in a safe manner like, number 1, never look at the sun without proper eye protection. It is never safe to look directly at the sun's rays even if the sun is partly obscured because they contain harmful ultraviolet and infrared rays that can damage your eyes and even cause blindness. Number 2. Never use regular sunglasses to observe the sun. The only safe way to look directly at the sun is through specially designed solar filters fit onto telescopes and binoculars or solar eclipse viewing glasses for direct viewing. We will witness a hybrid solar eclipse on 20th April. The last eclipse of this type occurred almost 10 years ago on November 3rd, 2013. The next hybrid solar eclipse after this month will occur in November 2031 only. Then after that on March 23rd, 2164. So who are the lucky ones who will be able to witness this rare event this time? The countries that will witness the total phase of the solar eclipse are Australia, East Timor, and Indonesia. The path of totality will pass over a small peninsula called Northwest Cape in Australia, which is located about 1100 kilometers north of Perth. The rest of Australia and a big portion of Southeast Asia will witness a partial solar eclipse. Eclipse will not be visible in India, but thanks to the internet and technology, people will be able to witness this unique experience online.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.